Well, I was recommended at the Ham Fest to go check out this ham shack over at the West Valley Ham Club here. So I'm going to check this out. And they said there's a bunch of old antique type ham radios here, so should be interesting. So you call it Area 51, huh?
Yeah, that's where we have all the stuff we have for purchase.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people recommend this place for. Got a workbench to.
Yeah, I'll give you a tour real quick.
Okay.
I'll turn this one.
I got some going, but so this is kind of our office space here.
Oh, okay.
So
Back in there, yeah. So you keep all your
and then
things up to date.
in here we have vacuum tubes.
Oh, yeah, oh,
If we don't have it, it probably doesn't exist.
yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of them, all right. Yeah, it's hard to find some of those nowadays. Boy,
Absolutely.
that was my era, the vacuum tube era.
Yeah, mine too. And then here is our radio room.
Oh, okay.
Turn it on here.
Yeah, no problem. Oh,
And
yeah.
so we have classes, for new technicians, so they can go ahead and learn how to run the radios and stuff. Of course, everybody has to have a Geochron.
Yeah, I don't have one yet, but I'm liking that one right there. I have a big TV in my room, but I've got to hook it up to that. Just a little, Raspberry Pi.
It's like a Raspberry Pi. It's about yay long, about this.
Oh,
Let's see,
okay.
where is? Oh, there it is, right here. Just hanging there.
Oh, okay. So,
And so I got one. I'm the one who started the group here.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
So plagiarism is a wonderful thing.
Right.
So, but anyway, yeah, and it can do so much more than what we have here. We can put on FT8 here. If you want to do digital, we can see all the signals going all over. Right now, we're tracking the ISS right now.
Nice.
And on mine, I track the Hubble Space Telescope, and I got the amateur radio satellites up on it.
Wow, neat.
But you can put so much stuff on it, you can't even see the planet anymore.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, I like the gray line thing here where it kind of moves on.
Absolutely.
That's pretty neat, yeah.
Yep. And then we have several antennas on top of the building.
I've seen the hex beam.
Yeah, the hex beam is the big boy.
Oh, okay.
And so it's got the rotor and everything goes around with that.
Right.
This is dedicated to FT8. Yes, sir, Gary.
Yeah, excuse me. Would you, when you lock up, put this in the safe?
Yeah, I thought I would do that.
Just dip it, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
How about the tickets? Just leave them out? Or
No.
should I put all the tickets in it?
The
I'm
tickets
talking
are-
about the
Those-
tickets.
Oh, the ticket, the.
Cron.
Hey, where are the blue tickets? Are they over there? I see the
Geochron.
yellow ones.
I think you can make that with the Raspberry Pi. Pretty nice little Radio Shack here. Yes, the West Valley Ham Shack, West Valley Club. The 25th of January, that's when they're going to have their Ham Fest. There's the International Space Station there. The tracks that going around. This is, of course, the gray line here. The daylight versus the dark.
Of course, we got our security system where we can monitor everything.
that's good. That's a nice system there. Yeah, it looks like you already got people working back on the workbench there.
Yeah, that's a class going on today.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, and so
well,
we have classes every Monday most of the time,
okay.
and we have a list of classes over here on the board.
Oh, okay.
So right here, test bench, people had then we have one spot left on intro to HF operation. That's the one I was telling you about. Soldering class.
Soldering.
Here we got a nano NA. That's the
little VNA,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Rusty teaches that. And we have discovering your technician privileges
For the new hams.
So the new ham, and then we got more and more as we go along. We have all the way through February now, and then we usually do about a month in advance.
How long has this club been in business?
We're in our 6th year now.
Oh, 6th year?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was older than that.
No. Our founder, Dick Stout, he's 92 years old.
Wow.
And he was one of the largest electronic radio equipment and sales dealers here in the West Coast.
Oh.
And to be kind, he is a collector. I call him a pack rat.
Yeah.
But he had everything you're going to see at his house.
Oh,
So he bought this building, and for the first few years, we had the 3 bays. This being 1 bay, bay 2, bay 3, and we were renting out bay 4. It was a month to month, so we decided, okay, we're going to move the museum into bay 4, and then we're going to set up the Area 51. And lack of a better word, we might even rename it to the Arizona Radio and Electronic Parts Mart.
oh, okay.
Because that's what we have. We have a lot of parts.
Yeah.
And so what I'm gonna do, this is Carl, he's one of our guys.
Hi, Carl, how are you doing?
He's a
You're on YouTube if you don't mind.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
we also have a YouTube channel.
Oh, you do? Okay, well, I'll have to look at that. Is that one on that flyer?
Not yet.
Okay.
This is brand new.
Brand new.
I'll look that up, yeah.
West Valley Ham Shack,
Good.
spelled out that way.
West Valley Ham Shack, okay.
So let's go in here. This is our work area.
Yeah,
And we have parts over here too.
How many members in your club here?
Oh gosh, we're probably up to about a couple hundred.
Yeah, that's about what we got at mine at home there.
And so all the parts in here are cataloged.
Wow.
I mean, if you need a diode, we have a diode. We have antenna parts. We have antenna parts in there for sale. But if anybody who's one of our members, for $10, you're a lifetime member.
Wow.
You get a key fob, and you come and go during our open hours. In the winter hours like this, we're open from noon to 4. And this summer, we open up early in the morning and close at noon because it's so hot.
Oh, right.
You know, and we're
Can't afford the air conditioner,
we're
probably.
C3 organization for
Right.
a nonprofit, so we don't want to pay for the astronomical charges
Yeah.
it takes to air condition.
Oh,
this place.
imagine, yeah.
And so we have all this. It's all cataloged. So these are some of these radios have been donated. They need work, and so these are work in progress.
Okay.
And also some of our members bring their radios and equipment here, and they leave it. Then they come back and work on it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because the cool thing that $10 buys you, if you need a part, it's yours.
Wow.
We don't charge you for it.
$10, can't beat that deal.
You know, if somebody wants to give us a donation, we will take a donation.
Yeah.
And that guys can come in and build an antenna, put it in their backyard.
Yeah, wow, that's it.
So
Yeah, I wish our ham club would do something like that, but
it's a work of love.
yeah, I could see that, yeah.
So the big thing about me being the president and the monitor, and what we have 7 directors now, I being one of them. So we make all the decisions. But if you're a member, you come in and we have one rope. Just be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey.
if somebody gets out of line, you're out of here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll disconnect your key fob. You don't get
There
that.
you go.
And so far, everybody gets along.
Yeah, it's
You know,
why argue about something like this? Just
amateur radio is
just a fun hobby, yeah. It's just,
absolutely.
something that serious.
So in here is our
Oh, you got a little shop, and you can do a little work, and then you're doing the class there, huh? Oh, very nice.
building the kit. We have all the equipment.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying hi to those guys, but yeah, you're on YouTube if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So what are you guys building over there?
Bandpass filters.
Oh, bandpass
Yeah,
filter.
go up there, talk. That's Rusty.
Oh, Rusty. Okay, I built one just about like that.
Well, I had to trim mine back because I did
Yeah.
have longer, but after I
Is that for filtering out the broadcast band, or?
It's for filtering out adjacent bands.
Oh, okay.
They're especially useful during field day when you got more than one HF
Oh, right.
operator.
Okay, yeah. So
So
it narrows down the window there.
Exactly. It gives you a band pass that looks like this, and it'll only pass. And what I'm building right now is a 15 meter, and it'll only pass the 15 meter band.
So somebody
Everything
done
else,
40 next to you, or whatever.
right? It's attenuated out.
Very good.
Yep.
That's neat.
Okay. We're building these for the West Valley Amateur Radio Club. They bought some,
Oh,
and we had two builds that were sponsored by the club but hosted by the shack, which was
Oh,
really
okay.
nice. Yeah.
yeah. I built a little broadcast band one because I had a station that was so close to me, man, it would just come through everything I had almost.
Yeah.
So that worked good, yeah.
Yeah. They can be very expensive, and I found these kits, and the guy was nice enough to give them to me for 40 a piece,
Oh.
where he charges 60, and I would buy 25 at a time.
Right. Very nice.
So you just have to, the main thing is you have to wind the toroids and get your inductance right.
Induction right, and yeah.
And I mean, the thing is
Kind of
just-
spread your coils there a little bit. I mean,
A little bit
the
to get-
windings to get the right.
Yeah, so I've got to get 0.82 micro. And I'm a little high, and so you spread the coils out. 0.83, getting closer. Yeah, so this is good stuff, and
Yeah.
it's a good teaching tool. Look, 0.79.
Moved another one. Huh?
I worked cable television for
Oh, you did.
many years, and back then everything was analog, and all of our splitters and everything we had to tweak to get the right waveform.
Right.
So I did that for many years, which really helped with what we do in ham radio.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I was an avionics guy on there.
yeah. I was an avionics guy too.
You were?
Yeah, back in the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, I had my own little shop there for a while. There, worked for a guy that would rebuild aircraft and stuff. So I would tackle the radios and stuff.
I worked for United Airlines.
Oh, okay.
Mainly 747.
Yeah, you got the big stuff there. I just on the small aircraft,
I
general
love the
aircraft.
big stuff. And it's amazing where we come from. Now, back in the 80s, you remember planes were crashing due to wind shear and control flight at a
Yeah.
tree. Every time something happened during that era in the 80s, 90s, we would modify the planes. You know, and it's amazing where we came from
Oh,
and
yeah.
how few disasters there are.
Oh yeah, so I was telling my wife she's going to fly down here on the 25th. And it's like, hey man, it's about as safe as you, a lot safer than driving, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's yeah.
So this doesn't really fit on the inside.
Well, I'll let you get back to it there.
Okay,
Nice to
sir.
meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Okay. You can do it on that side. Yeah, the main thing, see, it's going to have to fit within the case, so we can't. sit.
Okay, so that's all the radios here that are projects being worked on. Repair needed.
Ready?
Looks like a lot of Kenwoods, yeah.
We'll go over here to Area 51.
Area 51. Oh, that sounds scary. So that's a separate building, huh?
And we're gonna have a raffle.
Yeah, I'll buy some tickets
There's a-
when I come down here on the 25th.
The
Probably.
Heat Kit is free.
Wow, that's good.
We'll just, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to take it for that, we'll give you one before you leave. And these are $5 for one. You get $20 for 5.
Yeah, I might buy 5 of them then. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay, Area 51. Who came up with that name?
Well, that was collectively
Oh, okay.
decided. You know,
Kind of a unique name. There's the flying saucers there. Oh, that's
where our
very
donated
light.
equipment is.
I see.
And so everything that's donated, we refurbish it, make it so it operates. It's all cataloged, and every one of these, it is this is what it works or it needs some work or something.
Right.
But that's a work in progress all the time.
Okay.
And then if you buy it off of eBay or something, we do ship out of here if we have to.
Oh.
And so this is, you see all the boxes around here.
Yeah.
So, you know, rather than being pristine, this is a place for people, if they need something, they are interested in some kind of gear, we probably have it. If we don't,
Yeah.
we may get it.
That's for sure. Okay, can I just go down through here and take
Oh,
some
absolutely,
pictures and stuff
absolutely.
and do a little browsing?
Yeah, and then when you get down here, at the end, right over here, on your left, and we'll turn on the light in here. This is our library.
Oh, nice library, yeah.
We have every manual you could imagine.
Wow, yeah.
And so if people are looking for something, they could probably find it on the web, or they could come in here and take a look at it, make a
Oh.
photocopy of it.
Very nice.
We got
Yeah.
every QST from day one.
Oh, really? Wow.
So
Yeah, that's great. Nice little
electric
library.
radio, little smaller books.
Yeah.
And back around in here is
Oh,
where
there
our
we-
repeater is located. And then this is kind of where the sales is going to be here.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for a chair like that. I got a roll top desk at home and trying to find an old chair like that. Very
Yeah, I
nice.
left a big, huge roll top desk when I retired.
Yeah.
We moved out here from Tennessee. I flew for FedEx,
Oh.
and so we just kind of downsized, and I had to leave that behind.
Yeah, that's too bad. Okay, I'll check these out. Let's see. Some Holocrafters. I never have seen a Holocrafters like that. Interesting. All the receivers over here. Yeah, I had one of those Nationals there. That was a good receiver. Because, yeah, I had one of those a long time ago. That was a good receiver. And I'll go down this side and then
Hey, Chuck.
linear amps. Power supplies, antennas, microphones, test equipment, oscilloscopes, etc., etc. Code keys of different types.
Hasn't left any. This has changed.
Yeah, I was here yesterday,
Okay.
with Gary briefly.
Dummy
He
loads.
kind of showed me around. Oh,
Yo
you know,
can
wow,
antenna.
big changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, the new museum over there is
That's gonna be a show.
very nice.
show place.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet, but by the 25th it'll be
Oh,
done.
yeah, it looks pretty there to me.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that used to be in here.
Yeah, I've just heard, and then the auction was in there.
Uh-huh.
That was the church part in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was that guy. I was auctioneer that day. Remember that?
That's right, I do now, yeah.
130 things in an hour and 20 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You wear your voice out, huh?
Yeah, thank God somebody had some bourbon.
Okay.
Okay, so right down here, here's your room stuff, and you can use any of these tables if you want. Around the corner is a table with a chair.
Yeah, around the corner is good. Good light in there for photographs, yeah. Excellent, thank you so much.
You bet. We got water and stuff here in the refrigerator if you need anything. Okay, you bet.
eBay stuff. Yeah, very cool.
All right, let's go next door. Do you want me to turn the heat on in here for you?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
It's very pleasant, thank you.
You bet.
Next door. What's next door?
Oh, this is the museum.
Oh, okay.
This would probably be something that you want to spend some time in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to that museum back in Connecticut, that radio museum. That was quite the deal.
Now,
Okay, this is,
we're still in the middle of renovating.
you want this
place.
door open or closed?
You can close it.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Let me turn on the other light. Switch.
Yeah, there's some neat stuff in here. That water Kent, wow, that is just Model 10. Look at the detail on that thing.
I'm sorry it's not in pristine condition. We're still getting it set up in here.
Oh, no problem. Hey, well, you got the radios. Yeah, you got some fantastic stuff in here. DeForest. 3-tube reflex crystal ejector. Wow. Oh, you got some real vintage stuff here, don't you? Federal 61, 24. Well, they sure built them well back then, didn't they?
Yeah, and this is an old
The old Edison. Yeah.
Edison home.
My mom used to run an antique shop, and she had a couple of those. I remember playing with those as a kid. Yeah, they're pretty neat. Yeah, the old round cylinder records.
This is what I find awesome. Is all these work.
Wow. So you got them all working before you put them in here? Huh?
Yeah, and the cabinet work you don't see like that anymore.
No, that's beautiful furniture. I know. You can got an old TV here.
Yeah, you could went up the corner there too.
Oh, yeah.
Unless he's moved it already.
Wow. And there's all the tabletop radios.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Neat collection there. I've never seen a lot of these. Pecker bells. Very cool. There's that old television. Yeah, my.
This is an old World War II suitcase spy radio.
Oh, really? Wow. Spy radio, World War II. Wow. That is pretty neat. So just in like a regular suitcase, so it was kind of
but this
stealth.
It weighs a ton.
And you still got you had the schematic in there if you had problems.
Indeed.
Very nice.
And this right here is an old World War I spark transmitter.
Wow.
So this is the receiver. Now imagine you flying an old Sopwith Camel
Yeah.
or something. It's built out of fabric and wood, and he's got a spark transmitter up there, and he sends a signal, and they pick it up. They record the azimuth, and they can probably see him out there. So they'll lob an artillery shell. So the guy's got two choices: get the heck away from where he just transmitted, or maybe he blew himself up too because there's the gasoline stuff. So,
right. Yeah.
so, but anyway, this is.
So that was the receiver. So what kind of a diode did they use for the receiver back then? Was it is that the crystal there? Or?
Yeah, I think I do believe it is.
Looks like a crystal the way it's gapped there and
Yeah,
stuff.
frequency range is like 1 to 4 megahertz, or you know, and this is how they can tune it.
Wow, that's something else. Jeez, beautiful. Like you say, everything was made so well back then. Yeah, that spy radio is cool. Just so super.
Even the houses, like my grandfather had a house back in up in Wyoming that all stone and everything else. And nothing ever goes wrong with it. But
I know, yeah.
you buy a house now.
Oh yeah, fall apart.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah. My brother will recognize this. He had one of these Zeniths back in the 60s. This is a Zenith there, and then this is a Superior or something. Very neat. And here, this almost looks like a crystal radio.
this is a spark deal.
Oh, it is a spark. Okay, there's the gap. Yeah, okay, I see. The gap's right there. Very cool.
We used to have it out so people could see it work.
Oh, yeah.
Then we decided, this might not be a good idea.
Might shock somebody. You got to use a little bit of a voltage there to get that gap going. Get that spark.
And we're going to enhance some of the, this is when it was built, but we're going to put on some price ranges on that too. So
Oh, you're going to sell some of these too?
no,
or-
no, no.
Oh, you mean price
Yeah,
ranges for...
But it's going to be the price. that
They
it was
originally
back-
sold...
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
Gives you an
come in, let's
idea.
see. We got one back here. There's a few of them here. We got prices. We just haven't.
Yeah, they were expensive in their day. I remember.
Oh yeah, when you consider
Yeah, that's-
something like, there's one down
Got
here.
the eye there. The tuning eye and those. I remember those.
When I was a kid, we had got one down here, bigger console that had the tuning eye in it. But I always sat in front.
Yeah, the little green eye.
just mess with it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I had one like that too when I was a kid. It was old when I had it, but yeah, very cool. Well, at least you're getting the name and the date on them and everything. 4 tubes. Atwater Kent. I didn't know Atwater Kent made Little cathedral radio like that. It's very nice. Beautiful condition. Plays very well. So all these are working. Oh, yeah, TV there. The round tube. Listen to I Love Lucy. Oh, wood jukebox.
That works.
Wow,
Yeah.
really nice.
Have the records for it.
Very, very cool. Yeah, like see the woodwork that went in those or something else. Yeah, there's my radio. That's what I had as a novice right there. Yeah.
So where's hometown for you?
Kennewick, Washington,
Okay.
Tri-Cities in Eastern Washington, if you know where that area is.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you say you flew for FedEx or something?
I flew for FedEx, but I started out, I'm an all-civilian guy. I started out in 62, retired 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, 11 years ago now. I've flown everything from a glider to a 777.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That
and
must have been
there used to be a commuter airline up in Washington called Cascade Airways,
Yeah, seems familiar.
and they flew Beech 99s. And I flew for a commuter down in Denver, and we bought their Beech 99s, and I taught all the ground schools for that.
Wow.
Then I moved on along, and then finally got on with FedEx and had a great career with them. And
Nice. Yeah, I've got a pilot's license, but nothing like a career like you, just a private pilot, and had a few different planes, a Luscombe and
oh God, don't you
And-
wish you had it
and the
now?
Mooney. Had a Mooney for a while. It got too expensive, but yeah, it was
Actually,
fun.
I actually worked with Al Mooney. for
Oh,
a
you
while.
did? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I worked with him on a project down in California for a couple of years, and he and Leo Windecker, the Windecker Eagle was the first all composite airplane,
Oh, wow.
and really, Al was at our wedding, my wife and I's wedding
All right.
in Camarillo, California.
Wow, that's good.
But it's hard to believe. People don't realize he never graduated from high school.
Oh, he never did it. Wow.
He went to work for Union Pacific as an engineer, then got bit by the flying bug.
Yeah, it happened.
Like you said, he said his goal was how many horsepower the engine has, that's how fast you can go.
Yeah.
And he honored that.
That's pretty close. Yeah, my Mooney would go about 175, cruise pretty easily, to gear up, you know.
But did you have the old Johnson bar in there?
Yeah, yeah, I love that thing. It's just like boom, up, down, up, down.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about electrical failure on that.
No,
one.
yeah, it
Like
was
I
nice.
flew a DC-8 for 5,000 hours.
Wow.
The DC-8, you could lose the electrics, the hydraulics. You could fly on because all the fuel was run by levers. If you're a flight engineer on that thing, one of the things you always carried was a rubber mallet so you could break the outflow valve loose when it got iced up.
All right.
But
That's funny.
yeah, so I got bit by the electronics bug when I was really young, but then I let it go when I went in the military.
Oh, okay.
And I was an avionics guy. And when I went in, I had 4,000 hours flight time, commercial multi-engine instrument.
Wow.
And I thought I was going to get to go into the Navy. I wanted to go in the Navy and maybe get into their flight school, but they canceled the program. They had a program if you didn't have a college degree, but you had all this flight time, you could come on in. They canceled it, and then 2 weeks before I was supposed to go, it was right during the height of, right after the Tet Offensive.
Mm,
And so the Army wanted me to come fly helicopters. I do not fly helicopters.
Okay.
There are too many moving parts.
yeah. I've always been interested in them. I never have. I throw gyrocopters, but not helicopters.
So I ended up being a crew chief with the Blue Angels
Oh, really?
in '72 and part of '73, and
Nice.
then I got out and stayed in the aviation business. And
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Seems like there's a lot of pilots in the ham radio. You know, I find.
we like the gadgets, like
The
radio.
gadgets and the technology and all that. Yeah.
In flying international, I was talking on HF all the time to everybody.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it was just really a wonderful
Went together.
experience for me. And
We're right.
I was awarded the Wright Brothers Master Pilot Award
Wow.
back in 2015 for
Nice.
50 years of accident-free flying.
Wow, that's great.
So, I mean, this was just a natural. When I retired, I said I'm going to learn how to fly a drone, and I'm going to get back into amateur radio,
Yeah.
and I've done both.
Yeah, I've got a little drone out in my motorhome outside there. Yeah. Little DJI jobber. Yeah. It's
I
fun.
think this is really a nice tribute to our hobby.
It sure is, yeah. Like I say, I haven't seen this many of these antique type radios together. Even that one I went back into Connecticut didn't have this many of that vintage of radios. they had, you know, everything in the 50s and 60s and 40s, but not these early 20s stuff too much. But
So now you know we have a Instagram and a YouTube channel on
Yeah.
West Valley Ham Shack.
yeah, I'll definitely subscribe to that. So yeah.
So,
Well, I sure appreciate the tour.
oh yeah, yeah. Thank you for coming over.
Yeah,
Send your friends over to see us.
I will.
My goal is to get us on the map, and so people will come and visit us.
Right.
And, I mean, I think this would be. We had a young guy. His mom wrote us that he was getting his merit badge for the Boy Scouts in radio, and he found us, and he found something that he used to help him, and he asked if we would put it on our website, and which we did. And I wrote her, and so I said, just, you know, and you come back here, I'll give you a personal tour of this place.
Yeah.
But so it's westvalleyhamshack.com.
Yeah. Very nice.
So
Yeah, you got a nice little setup here.
thank you. Let's go get you a raffle ticket.
Yeah, I'll buy some of those raffle tickets because, like I say, I'll be back on the 25th. So.
Awesome.